Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Volcker Report. This is a midday snapshot of the E-mini NASDAQ 100 futures contract. As you can see, the downtrend is accelerating since our last video. Just as I stated, the U.S. is getting ready to exceed the Asia market collapse according to the technicals that we have, with the increasing momentum starting to come into the market to sell short the explosive rally that we had last week. The support here, the first initial target, for instance, in the NASDAQ, is going to be the 39.83.5. That's a very weak support. We should be able to crash through that easily by Friday. And then from that point, it's just pretty much no support at that point. We already have about a 5% decline. Asia/China had about a 25% decline. So we still have another 15 to 20% to go. I believe we're probably going to hit 30% as we get closer to the election. The only thing that can turn this market around would be some type of cataclysm, like war or some type of other false flag or something of that nature, something manufactured. I do believe that there's nothing that they can do right now to stop the collapse of the markets at this point. And I also believe that the US dollar is going to follow the stock market on the way down. And that's just what we have right now, as you can see. Taking a look here at, we can get it to come up here. Let's get a little bit closer here. Pull up an intraday chart so you can get a closer look at what I'm seeing here. Alright, as you can see, market has continued to sell off from the opening bell this morning. Here we are here, and each bar now is starting to go lower. We're now inside the intraday Kumo cloud, and a drop below this 4200 should put us below the Kumo cloud and start the next bear phase down. Pay no attention to this oversold situation, because this is more so a lock-in phase. Let me show you what that lock-in phase looks like. Okay, here we are. We are now taking out, getting ready to test and take out the 4205 and 3/4 support. Acceleration point is at 4211, and we should pick up steam from that point, and then that should launch us into the cloud by the close. So we're looking at around 4172 and 3/4 as our initial intraday target for the E-mini NASDAQ 100 futures. Why do I say that we're going to exceed Europe? Well, there are many reasons why we're going to exceed Europe. You can take a look at the numerous amounts of financial news media outlets such as Bloomberg and CNBC. If you've been following along, you know what's going on. You know about the trade deficits. You know about the GDP situation, and you know about the 100 quadrillion in derivatives. You should be well versed in what's going on with the economics. I don't use econometric modeling in my systems trading, so that has very little bearing on what I do. I'm just looking at price action. Price action tells the story. It lets you know where we are and where we're headed. And right now, all indicators, all alarms are going off, telling us that right now a major crash is underway, and you better take heed. That's all I can tell you. I can't explain it any better than that. Anyone who's been following me since like 2010, you know how I do, and you know what I post. All of the other technicals are on the blog now. You're probably going to want to go ahead and look at the bottom of the video. The bottom of this video will have the links to my Twitter and the links to the blog that is updated weekly with charts and graphs and all of the technical analysis that I don't have time to go into in these short videos. So for every security that I cover here, you can get the detailed report available on the blog. So you're definitely going to want to check out the blog for the detailed reports. Also to look at the support and resistance levels and the entry levels that I'm looking at to get long and to get short a market. On the blog, you'll notice where it says intraday. Those are the price targets that I'm looking at to get long or short. It'll say intraday support, intraday resistance. That's what we're looking for the week. So that's where those are actual prices that I'll be looking to get long or short a market, and it gives you the best place to get in. So that's what you're going to be looking for. All right, so just wanted to give you an intraday snapshot to see where we are now, so you can understand that the downtrend is accelerating, and you can see that here. And the NASDAQ, which did not move as much in the beginning of the day as the Dow was leading the way, and the S&P and the Russell followed suit, but the NASDAQ was not moving as hard as they were. As you can see, we're coming off now from this upward trend here on an intraday basis. Red alert as we're headed down below this support here. That's the S&P. Now let's take a look at the Dow real quick. All right, here's the Dow. See, it's really in trouble. All right. According to the intraday chart, the Dow is already technically in a bear market on the intraday chart here. Here's the white resistance dart up here. So if you're short, that's where you're going to put your stop. This is where the Dow is headed, down here to break below this Kumo cloud. It should break below the 15,800 level easily by the close of today is what we're looking at. 15,800 is the intraday target on the Dow. That's 15,800 on the Dow. Let's see now how the metals are responding. Alright, let's see here. Taking a look first of all at silver. Sideways. It's maintaining its bullish stance. Every time it tests the trend line support, bounces off of it. So it's still engaged here. It's still bullish at this point. And here's your support down here. Alright, so remember, take what you can, give nothing back.